Yo, what is up, everyone? It's Random Name 951. I'm here to bring you another review of one of my Gundam MSIA action figures. And well, before we take a look at this guy, as you can see, I got kind of an assortment of pieces over here. I recently did a review on the GM Sniper again, and I had to actually scrub them down because when I got them, they're pretty dirty, of course. So I got a toothbrush with some soap. Like an old toothbrush with some soap. Just scrub them down with a toothbrush. Try not to scrub too hard because I don't want the decals or anything coming off. So yeah. So that's just my little side project right now. I done this yesterday, but right now they're kind of drying out. I wish I could have separated the torso from the lower torso, but I couldn't. So stuff would dry faster. This does feel kind of wet still. Yeah. So that's just like a little update, I guess. Just felt like saying that before I started the review. Alright, so let's get back to the review. So here, you guys might have seen them before. You guys may have never seen them at all. But here I bring you my first Desert Gouf or Gouf Desert Camo version. So apparently this is one of the rollout colors or the variant colors to the Gouf. From seeing other people's videos and doing some research on myself, there's a couple MSIA figures that have their own color variants, like special. I don't know. I believe they're known as rollout color variants. Basically, you got some 0079 figures. You got real type Gundam, and I'll show you some of them real quick. You got real type Gundam, not too hard to find. Pretty common. Could be pretty easy to pick up. There's also the camo, the desert camo Zaku. There's also real type gun tank, real type gun cannon, which I'm gonna be getting in a couple days. There's also the really tough to find, just as tough to find as that one. Submarine Gog. He's basically a Gog, but just all blue, which looks really awesome. I'm trying to think. I think there's a couple more. But yeah, basically, Bandai did a couple of variant color releases for American release figures. Oh, that's another one. Oh, is it? Well, I don't know if it's a variant color, but like basically, there's the full armor Gundam. That's not a variant color, but it's one of those figures that they're pretty tough to find. But yeah, it's basically Bandai did a couple variant colors for the American release MSIAs. Like I just told you right now, they did Desert Camo, Zaku, Real Type Gundam, Real Type Gun Tank, and Gun Cannon, and including the Gouf. Now the Gouf is usually supposed to be blue. Now this is a Japanese version, so the blue's going to kind of differ. This one's like a really nice royal blue. I don't have a American release Gouf. I have the American release Gouf custom, but not the Gouf. So seeing a Desert Gouf is a pretty odd commodity. It's not very common. I haven't seen one on eBay, honestly. I have a pretty cool guy, a seller that I buy from, and I picked up. Well, I got all these from him. I got this Desert Camo Zaku because I'm trying to army build my little Desert Camo Zaku army. I got a GM Sniper from him as well. So he sells really cool figures, or really cool and rare figures. But sometimes they do cost me a bit. This Desert Camo Zaku was no exception. I picked them up for 37, I believe. So my total was a little bit kind of high, but I'm pretty happy for these guys. I kind of wish this one would have came in better shape, but you get what you get. The GM Sniper I have no complaints with. I mean, he gave me a lot of extras. He gave me 2 shields. He gave me extra ammo packs for the submachine guns. I mean, he hooked it up for reals. But I was really happy to see this guy. When he came, he was in perfect condition, and he still is. So I'm gonna go over what he comes with. This is the American release, so well, it's not like you get anything else more with the Japanese release. But let me just go over. So, of course, you're gonna get your Let me just take it off real quick, sorry, because it's actually kind of on there pretty well. Yeah, but like I was saying, the Desert Goof, it's a really tough figure to find because for some reason these odd color variants they just did not show up at all in stores, and the very few that did, there's only so many few that actually are in the market today, because let's just be honest, these are over 10-year-old toys, or not toys, but yeah, these are over 10-year-old action figures, and a lot of these guys get lost. Some of them destroyed, taken apart. Never to be seen again. So it's very rare to see a special color variant that was only so limited produced, and to see it 100% complete. I don't know if this is like the original sword with it, but I mean I'm pretty sure most of this is original. I mean, where else are you going to get a Goof brown colored shield? So like I said, we're going to go over. You get your this is a Heat Saber, I believe. Pretty cool. It has that nice orange blade color, and then this very nice contrasting green handle or hilts. You get your little shiny Heat Whip, which is pretty cool. If you ever seen Japanese release Gouf, there's actually little black lines within it, so it's supposed to give it more detail. But I actually like the shiny, full-on silver color for the Heat Whip. Looks more clean. And of course, the Gouf's shield. Now, I like the Gouf shield. My only complaint is this part right here. Let me try to. So right here is the peg that goes in. Now this one is considerably more like tough, because my Japanese release one, it's kind of squishy peg, so when you try to put it in the hole which it plugs into, it doesn't plug in very well. Like it does, but it's able to move around too freely. But here's a look at the shield, very cool. You have your Principality of Xeon insignia right smack in the middle, sorta. And this thing's in very good condition. There's no plastic scratching on any plastic scratch marks on the shield. Very clean. There's a couple little scratch marks on this guy, but I could look it over. You got one on the left shoulder right there. Little one right here on the knee. But overall, he's in really good condition. His joints are pretty good. But let's take a look at the details. So he has some pretty cool little marks on him. He has like these little red lines that add some kind of flair to him, I guess. Got some on the knee right here, both knees. And I like this little design on the torso and the lower torso. I like how because my Japanese Blue Gouf doesn't have any of these emblems or insignia. So I'll show you real quick how that looks. But you can see he has all these cool little lines that really stand out on the brown instead of the blue, I would think. And you also have this really cool outline red on the chest, which looks really nice. And your Principality of Xeon insignia right, smack in the middle on his chest looks cool. He even has this little arrow on his nose, this red arrow. So, and also like a corporal kind of insignia on the left shoulder. And of course, he has his commander's fin. So, very very cool. I love the color. I didn't think it was going to look as cool as I don't know. I thought the blue Gouf looked pretty cool, but this brown Gouf just looks just as cool, if not better. I'll give you a look at the Japanese Gouf just to tell you what I mean by there is no insignias or anything. Now you're probably going to be seeing a slight difference because you know how the Japanese release figures do have differences in color. So as you can see, I have the flash on, but you're getting this really nice glossy look. I don't know. I can't say anymore how cool the blue Japanese Gouf looks. I mean, there is no brown Japanese Gouf, but how the Japanese Gouf looks amazing. Honestly, it really does. But as you can see, what I'm talking about, no squiggly lines, no insignias on either side of the shoulders. The only thing you're going to get with the Japanese release is, of course, panel lining, which doesn't look bad on here. It looks pretty cool. And it just looks really clean. On some stuff, it looks amazing. Like, you can see the inside of the shield looks crazy how it's all panel lined. But, man, if you guys don't have a Japanese Gouf, I can't tell you how much you guys need to pick up one because they look so awesome. Their color variant, or their color just looks great. Yeah, enough about this guy. I already reviewed this guy. Yeah, guys, this is this is the Desert Gouf. Very cool. A pretty tough figure to find. There's not very many out there. I haven't been looking on eBay, but I haven't found any recently. And he's definitely one of the more elusive ones. Very cool. I forgot to go over. He also comes with your standard Gouf machine gun fingers, which are very cool. Very awesome. Loving it. Just a really nice color variant for the Gouf, and it's just an awesome looking figure. Oh, and of course, you can also put two heat hawks on each side of this guy because he has the same holes as a Zaku, but instead he has two. So just for a quick little look at that, and they actually go in pretty easily, and they come out pretty easily. So you don't have to worry about your heat hawks getting messed up or anything. It actually works really well. So let me just plug in that heat hawk, and I'll show you that real quick. So here we go. So if you really wanted a really freaking bad to the bone Gouf, you could plug in both, two heat hawks to each side. But to be honest, he only has one hand to hold the heat hawk, so I don't know, you wouldn't need to put on two. I don't know, it's up to you just for looks, but it's really nice that you're able to, have that peg for if you wanted to put like maybe a beam weapon or something. Because like even I was noticing Shining Gundam, his little weapon actually has a little peg, so if you want to, you could probably plug that into one of the holes in the skirt armor. You can see on the other side. See, that has a hole in there, so you could probably plug this in there. But yeah, those little holes could be useful for plugging in multiple accessories such as the heat hawk. So let me take that off real quick. But yeah, guys, that's not too that's about it for the Desert Gouf. Same figure, just a different color variant, and definitely a lot tougher color variant to get. Like I said, there's a couple variants. Real type Gundam. You got the gun cannon, gun tank, the Desert Gouf, the Desert Camo Zaku. I mean, I think that's about it. There might be one I'm missing, one or two, but I can't think of them if there are others. I was thinking of the full armor one, but that's not really a color variant. It's just a really tough American release figure to find. There is the Japanese releases, but the American release ones are really really tough to find. Like they almost don't exist, but they do. Again, that was a full armor Gundam. It's basically like it's like a heavy armored Alex Gundam, but then it's not because it's an RX-78 design. Yeah, guys, that's the Desert Gouf in all his glory, and I don't know if I want to keep his little heat saber. I mean, kind of don't want to lose it, so I'm gonna just keep it on him. But yeah, he's gonna go up here on the little Rumble Rolls Gallop, and he's gonna be cool like that. Yeah, guys, but I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll be reviewing the rest of my figures probably tomorrow because I'm just waiting for them to dry out, especially this one because since I wasn't able to separate it, I'm not sure if there's water still in here, which there probably is, but by tomorrow, I'll be putting them back together and they should be good. Yeah, I also had to run some pieces under hot water due to some stuff bending, and this one really isn't probably. This one probably isn't going to go back soon because you can see it's pretty bent. I actually put some weight on it, so kind of straighten it, but I don't think this guy's going to bend back the way I wanted to, which is pretty unfortunate. But hey, what can you do? So yeah, guys, that's going to be it. Hope you enjoyed the review of the freaking beast Desert Gouf. Alright, guys, that's it for me. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more reviews. And I'll be seeing you later on my other reviews. Alright, guys, peace.